Hey there, and welcome to another Musician Reacts. Today we're here checking out the new single by Hammerfall. This is a song called Brotherhood, and I am thoroughly looking forward to checking it out. Now, if you like this video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like, share, leave your comments down below. If you want to support the channel, we have the Patreon, we have the bandcamp. There are links in the description down below. You can click on them, go check it out. If it's something you want to do, sign on up, join the team, and I obviously give you lots of appreciation. If you don't want to do it, it is completely understandable. There are so many great bands out there, great channels that need your patronage as well, so I completely get it. Let's check out some Hammerfall and Brotherhood. We'll look at the lyrics at the end. Hopefully I can find lyrics. Let's have a quick look if there are lyrics in the video description. No, there are not. I will try and find some. But let's do this. Hammerfall and Brotherhood. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I like the fact they're just kind of surrounded. Are these all their different backdrops maybe for the years? I'm guessing they are.
Welcome inside the scene of the crime. Our sanctified domain. We bring the action, the hammer will fall. We are one, we are unsaved. We all remember and will never forget.
See some lovely things to talk about at the end.
With hearts made of fire, you bang to the beat. Raise a fist and get your ass up from your seat. There's no sleep till morning, until a new day's dawning. Scream and shout, let it all out. Onward we march through the fires of hell, just to be first at the strike of the bell. Brotherhood open for one and for all. Hammers held high, we are heeding the call. If you don't like it, there is the door. Heavy is our metal, hear our mighty roar. Onward we march through the fires of hell, just to be first at the strike of the bell. Brotherhood open for one and for all. Hammers held high, we are heeding the call.
solid track. Ba-bam. Napalm Records. Now, are the people that are the actors actually family members, I wonder? It would make sense if they were able to get their family to do the things. So they have got them listed as actors.
Hammer to the sky. This is your time, live or let die.
Napalm Records very good at promoting their next songs and their videos. Very good company for that. Okay, so that was Hammerfall and Brotherhood. Yeah, so I'm intrigued to know if the actors are actually members of the family of, or the sons and daughters of the band themselves, because that would make sense. It's a good solid power metal track. I didn't look at the lyrics, but it's interesting. So it's Brotherhood. There's quite a few bands that have been putting out songs recently of oneness, togetherness, obviously because of the COVID. Bands are getting back out on tour again now, so a lot of them have written songs about the fans and being one and getting through all this together. So that's what I'm kind of taking that what this is about. It looked like they had all the different band backdrops from stages and tours and stuff like that, so it was kind of cool to kind of get them in this room rather than having like a flat like almost one-dimensional stage presence. They had the kind of the four sides of it, which was cool. One thing I love about doing the music videos, or having done music videos myself, is just picking out the bits that you kind of see. So guitarists with no cables in their guitars, vocalists without a microphone doing it, and you kind of then go, well, if you're not going to bother to pretend like you're actually like plugged in and playing, is there really any point in actually pretending to play it at all? Because it's obviously clear at that point you really are miming, and that's why I'm in two minds, because everyone knows that you're going to be miming in a music video, but there are certain things that it wouldn't have taken much to put a cable to show that you've got like wireless packs on. Because if you look at the guitars close enough, you can see there weren't no wireless packs or anything. They're just strumming along and playing their parts. They're obviously having to play their bits and play the riffs, etc. So it makes sense. The drums, the same thing. You'll tend to find in music videos you hardly ever see the feet playing. And one of the reasons behind this is because obviously when they're playing playback, and a lot of times with playback, they'll play it through monitors rather than in-ears. And when people are trying to hear a PA system playing back your music and the drummers hitting their drums, they can't hear it, so you can't keep in time. So the tricks they do with drum kits is they take the beaters off the pedal so that he's still moving his legs, but he's not actually hitting the drum. So you can't actually see, you'll never see any real vibration on the front of the drum, and you'll never see behind the kit unless they specifically want to capture that. Then of course they'll leave the beaters on, and they'll usually do that as a secondary take without they'll do that as a completely separate take to where just the drum is playing. You'll have also noticed if you focus on the drum kit, on the cymbals there'll be black tape. Now these are to deaden the cymbal, so when he hits it, you get that initial hit, but you do not get any reverb across or sustain across the room. So it's like that's all you'll get. The toms, it could have been a different thing. I think he was using dampening pads to dull out the pads. The other trick with the pads, if you can get away with it, is to loosen them all completely, so as you hit it you just go and it's like hitting like a wet sponge almost. You get no resonance whatsoever. These are all fairly ticks, and then the other one for the snare you tend to put like a dampening pad on that you would use for practicing. When you're playing it as a drummer though, it's such a weird feeling. It's like hitting a practice pad. There is no sensation, you're not getting any of the fit you're trying to put across that you're rocking out to this strum track. So it's a really odd, and not everyone does it. I watch a lot of music videos where the drummer, I'll look for it on the drum kit and you can't see any taping. Sometimes they think, well, if you're going to film the drummer from above mostly, they'll put the taping on the underside of the cymbal. If they're going to focus from going through the cymbals, then they'll put them on the top, so you can't really catch them. In this case they did shots from both sides and you were able to see the tape in this particular incident. So interesting thought and feedback for me on the band. Just it was interesting watching it and seeing how it's obviously what tricks they've done to make the playback recording doable. Let's have a quick look at the lyrics. This was a time not so long ago you came to our side, sisters and brothers confessing their creed by the hammer ununified. Yeah, it talks about getting together behind Hammerfall. Through fire and ice, through thunderous skies, for better and for worse, a lifetime devotion, a glorious call, bring magic to our heavy metal ball. We hear our brothers singing along. I mean, it's poetically done very, very well, but basically I'm pulling out of this that it's about the fans coming together for Hammerfall and being there together, and I'm going to say it's about the fans and it's about the crowd, etc., rather than it being about a specific anything else. I mean, there's a little bit here where it says, "Onward we march through the fires of hell, just be the first to strike of the bell. Brotherhood open for one and for all. Hammers held high, we are heeding the call." I still think it's still about the fans and about all the Hammerfall fans and staying unified, and it's about their respect and their love of the fans. I think this is what it's about, and I think it's a great song. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. Now, if you like this video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like, share, leave your comments down below, and that, of course, is how the musician reacts.